And Sean, Kathleen Foster has learned that her case of Ehlers-Danlos is likely from her grandfather's side of the family. And now that she knows that, she's finding the answers to the questions she's wondered about her entire life.
But now I'm learning that if I really think and I feel that my body's telling me something, then to keep on pushing. And if they think I'm crazy, then let them think I'm crazy.
The CDC says high blood pressure and high rates of obesity put those at risk of heart disease earlier in life. Their risk Kathleen Foster knows all too well. Questioning why her heart jumped, she'd bleed a lot, bruise easily, was hyperflexible, and couldn't keep her balance. Doctors told her to lose weight, and she did, but that wasn't the answer. In fact, she says they told her it was all in her head. Fighting her entire life, knowing something was wrong. She finally found the answer she was looking for nearly 2 years ago through genetic testing at Geisinger, learning she has one of the 13 types of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a rare genetic disorder. The CDC reports heart disease and the conditions leading to it happen at any age. The top 3 risk factors for heart disease are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking. Some ways to counter your chances at getting heart disease are by healthy eating, staying active, not smoking, and speaking with your doctor.
It's very important for everyone to be their own advocate, especially when it comes to heart health. Heart disease is the #1 killer in our country, and unfortunately, it looks like it's going to stay that way. So the best thing you can do is talk to your doctor and be proactive. You don't want to wait until after you've had a heart attack. You want to be proactive and get ahead and take care of your risk factors.
We have much more on Foster's story coming up at 6:30, but
February is American Heart Month. The World Health Organization reports heart disease the #1 cause of death in the U.S.
One Geisinger patient has spent over 60 years with symptoms no doctors could identify. After discovering she has a genetic heart disorder, she's sharing her story, though, in hopes of helping others. Samantha York joins us now with her story.
Jessica and Sean, Kathleen Foster was told her entire life she was making her symptoms up in her head. In fact, she tells me her doctors in New York said she'd die before she'd ever find her answer. But one doctor listened. Imagine knowing something is wrong with your health.
It's a scary situation when you think you're walking around with a time bomb in your chest.
But nobody listens.
I had this feeling in my chest where you go up on a roller coaster, when you come down the other end, you sort of have that feeling where your heart jumps into your throat.
It happened to Kathleen Foster.
I said, don't you have any answers for this? They gave me nothing. They said, we're running tests, you just must be imagining it. You start to wonder if you are a little bit crazy, like they're treating you.
Unanswered questions her entire life, why her heart jumped, her joints bent backwards, her frequent nosebleeds and bruises, and why she was so unstable on her feet, all keeping her sitting down, afraid to push herself.
Don't live your life just sitting in a chair. To me, it's like if you just stay put, that's just as good as dying, and I'm not going.
Doctors pointing her in different directions, but still no conclusions.
I have this fighting spirit in me, and I will keep on fighting.
She kept on fighting until an answer was found through genetic testing.
When she told me she couldn't do what she wanted to do in her life, that's a problem. We want her to be able to do what she wants. Her goals become my goals.
He listened.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a rare genetic disorder.
Of the connective tissues in your body, which I've come to find out is just about your whole body.
Explaining her symptoms and locating a reality that terrifies her, an aneurysm in her chest.
Because of the connective tissue disorder, that does increase the risk of having an aneurysm.
I wonder if they would have found that back when I was younger, maybe it wouldn't be as big as it is now.
From finding answers and the right medications, Foster's found a new view on life.
I got a lot of things that I want to do. The first time alive, having fun, because I'm pushing myself and I'm not just sitting still.
What that means is that I'm going to fight right next to her.
The view she's always looked for.
It makes me feel like I'm alive and I've done something in this world. And I couldn't have done something if I was sitting in my house worrying all the time.
I always get up.
Her heart used to keep her from doing the things she loved, but now she's not afraid to garden, babysit, rescue animals, and try something new, which is singing in her choir. It's something that her heart wouldn't have handled before. Reporting live in Center County, Samantha York, 6 News.